Liverpool's search for defensive reinforcements has taken another fascinating twist, and this latest update could throw one of the Premier League's most reliable defenders firmly into the spotlight. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. While Arsenal have long been considered the front runners, Liverpool have now been dragged into the conversation over a potential move for Aston Villa star Ezri Konsa. But with Villa standing firm on their valuation, could this become one of the biggest transfer sagas of the summer? Liverpool's need for defensive depth has been well documented. The Reds are believed to be targeting a versatile defender who can comfortably operate at both centre-back and right-back, a profile that perfectly matches Konza's skill set. Arsenal are also in the market for a defender following concerns surrounding William Saliba's back injury, making this a potential battle between two Premier League giants. According to The Guardian's Ed Aarons, Arsenal could now face competition from Liverpool in the race for Konza. However, there's one major stumbling block. Aston Villa are demanding a hefty £60 million for the England international, a valuation that has already caused Arsenal to hesitate. Liverpool are expected to feel exactly the same. At 28 years old and with a contract running until 2028, £60 million represents a huge investment, particularly for a player who would become one of the club's most expensive signings ever. While Konza undoubtedly offers quality, experience and Premier League pedigree, Liverpool have shown in recent windows that they are increasingly focused on younger players with greater long-term potential. The signing of Jeremy Jurgen earlier this year is a perfect example of that strategy. Liverpool invested in youth and potential rather than proven experience, suggesting the club will be extremely reluctant to meet Villa's asking price unless it drops considerably. That said, there is certainly a footballing case to be made. Konza would bring immediate quality and versatility to Arne Slot's squad. He could provide cover for Virgil van Dijk in central defence, while also offering a dependable option at right back when required. With Joe Gomez continuing to struggle with injuries, having a player capable of seamlessly filling multiple defensive roles would be a significant boost throughout a long season. Perhaps most importantly, Konsa wouldn't require any adaptation period. He's already proven himself in the Premier League and has developed into one of Aston Villa's most consistent performers over recent seasons. Journalist David Lynch has previously reported that if Liverpool do pursue another defender before the transfer window closes, the club will prioritise exactly this type of hybrid defender. That naturally makes Konsa a very logical candidate, even if there is no indication that formal negotiations have begun. The expectation is that if Liverpool do move for a defender, it would likely come later in the transfer window as the club continues to assess the market. But unless Aston Villa soften their £60 million stance, it's difficult to see Liverpool matching that valuation. For now, this feels like a situation worth watching rather than one nearing completion. Liverpool's interest appears genuine enough to be mentioned alongside Arsenal's, but whether that develops into a serious pursuit may depend entirely on Villa's willingness to lower their demands. If the price drops, Ezri Konsa could quickly become one of the most intriguing defensive names to watch before the window slams shut. In other news, Liverpool have made their position crystal clear over Cody Gakpo's future, but it looks like Tottenham aren't ready to back away just yet. Despite growing interest from North London, the Reds have no intention of selling the Dutch international this summer unless an absolutely huge offer lands on the table. That hasn't stopped Spurs from intensifying their pursuit, with fresh reports suggesting they're now preparing to step up their efforts in a bid to test Liverpool's resolve. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano revealed that Tottenham have already made contact with Gakpo's representatives and are planning to push harder in the coming days. The 27-year-old has been admired by Spurs throughout the window, with the club eager to strengthen their attack after a hugely disappointing campaign that saw them flirting with relegation for large parts of last season. However, Liverpool remain firmly in control of the situation. Romano insists the Reds are not looking to force Gakpo out, while Simon Jones of the Daily Mail reports that Liverpool have no plans to sell unless an extraordinary bid changes their stance. Although previous reports suggested offers above £60 million could spark discussions, the latest update indicates it would take significantly more than that before Liverpool even consider opening negotiations. And it's easy to understand why. While Liverpool continue their pursuit of PSG winger Bradley Barcola, they are also well aware that adding one attacker doesn't automatically replace another. With Hugo Ekitike not expected back until 2027 and Victor Munoz currently the only forward arrival of the summer, Andoni Iraola cannot afford to see one of his most reliable attacking options leave without securing an elite replacement first. Gakpo remains under contract until 2030, giving Liverpool complete leverage in any negotiations. The Dutch forward has already returned to pre-season training alongside Virgil van Dijk, with no indication from the club that they are preparing for life without him. So, the message from Anfield couldn't be much clearer. If Tottenham genuinely want Cody Gakpo, they'll have to produce a bid so substantial that Liverpool simply cannot ignore it. Until then, the Reds have no intention of letting one of their key attacking players walk out the door. Liverpool's stance feels both logical and necessary. Gakpo remains one of the club's most versatile attacking players, and with the Reds already looking to strengthen their forward line, allowing him to leave without an exceptional offer would create a problem rather than solve one. Unless Tottenham are prepared to submit a bid well beyond Liverpool's valuation, there's little incentive for the club to even enter negotiations. That means the pressure now shifts entirely onto Spurs. Interest alone won't be enough. They'll have to back it up with a genuinely enormous offer if they want to tempt Liverpool into changing their position. As things stand, Gakpo looks far more likely to stay at Anfield than make the move to North London. But in a transfer window where circumstances can change quickly, this is certainly one to keep a close eye on.